Oh dear, my body aches. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you all. What a beautiful day. Good morning to you. Such a beautiful Sunday with you. I'm so happy today because you've got a player in and possibly two more coming. I hope you got nice weather where you are. It's sunny, it's a lovely Sunday with us. So we wait till it's and good morning, good morning. Sun is shining and it's a beautiful day. Sunny Castle have gone astray now through the door. sidelines yesterday. I hope we go in brown here. If that hasn't woke you up, now it will. Could you imagine that? Early hours of the morning, through headphones, blasting, and then all of a sudden, the headphone lead goes yank. Oh, yes. Righty-ho, my beautiful people. 26 here, and we've got one like. How everybody? Good morning, Vivian. Yeah, yesterday I was doing a design yesterday, and I had looked at that design the day before for 10 hours. And then yesterday was changing that design, saving that design, changing, saving, change. You get the drift. Yeah. But this morning, here's what I've done. I created the People's Bus, and that is now available with a liquidity pool, and it's got quite a big chunk of liquidity in there, and it's going to stay in there till around about 2030. And that way, what I'm trying to show you and teach you is this. When people turn around and go about, oh, he's going to pull the rug, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do the other. Well, no. You see, I'm going to show you something. 1 minute. Now, I know it's going to be back to front. I know it is. This is a new timetable. It's for an 833. And Bingham, Ashlockton, Crotwells, Langer, Austin, you kind of get the gist. So, out and about the other day, and when I was out and about, I always speak to people. Doesn't matter where I am. Yeah. I can't help it. You know, if I sit down on the tram, I'll talk to you. It's just who I am. It's, you know, that personality. But what I want to say to you all is this. I created a coin for this channel to help support this channel. And I've now done another one. But this one is for the villages where I live. The villages where if you haven't got a car or a bike, getting to the shops, getting back, no, that's difficult. So that's what I said about doing the other day. And me and a friend, a neighbour, were both ex bus. So we know sometimes you get you're going to be stuck in traffic. We know that sometimes the engine, the gearbox, or something else goes wrong, and you sit there waiting for a fitter to come and arrive. So what I done was, I thought, right, use a bit of modern tech. So I've done that. And the last time I did the other one, which was for this channel, I didn't have enough in there to do the liquidity. And as lots of people turn around and say, oh, it's this, it's that, it's the other. It's not. If the President of the United States of America can have two, then I can as well. I'm a human being too. Yeah? So that's what I've done. And the liquidity stays in, probably until 2030. It stays in the pool. It doesn't come out, doesn't get withdrawn for anything. Because I want it to be there so everybody can see it. So I'm going to be sharing some bits to Facebook, to Instagram, and other places too. Why? Well, the county council has a favourite trick. It's called cutting a cost. They're cutting a cost to save money. One of those was the bus that does all round here, which is why we are going to a meeting about it to say, why are you doing this? He has another potty thing. Advertising a service. Advertising it. Like back of the bus, side of the bus. It doesn't happen down here. Whereas up north it does. So there's a couple of like bits and pieces. But this new coin has a liquidity, and that liquidity stays rock solid. It just doesn't come out. And the hope is to make enough to be able to pay for new people, brand new people to come in. That's what the woman was saying in Bingham the other day. Not enough drivers. And years ago, we had that same thing with the HGV, where if you're a bus driver of a large vehicle, you could like go for the test and hope you pass. For the wagons, it's all driving. It's all professional driving. Isaac to Liverpool has Liverpool come in with 130, 40 or 50 valuation? I have heard that. Nothing. Now, one of the things is this. I've been watching for ages and ages, and many people thought. I thought I pressed that damn thing. Right. There we go. Pressed it now. So, yes. Why I'm doing all this. One is to help, which it says in the description. Some people just put a line, line of a sentence or something. But dead short. Mine is for Rushcliffe in Nottingham, England. So it's rural services. And it's just because there's all this talk about cuts, and more cuts. I'm tired of hearing it. Proper tired of hearing it. So it's done now. And you will see it traded. And between now and 2030, hopefully it does the same thing what Donald Trump has done with his, which is done now, gone up. I ain't after anything like extravagant. It ain't me. Car and house. Holiday, maybe once a year. And that's it. But this new people's bus, that's what it's all about. There's 1 billion coins, 1 billion, and the liquidity sticks in there and it doesn't come out. Can't do further than that. So, yeah, that's stuck. Now, that's where I started. That one there. And I've just added that one. Yeah. That's actually trade. That's the trade. The two trades that's happened. Yeah. And as you can see, Solana, that's the thing for Solana, and that's what I've got left. The reason why I'm showing you this, anybody can do this. Anybody. That's why I'm showing you it. And with a good idea of a new service that has no restriction of there may be a cut. Well, there's not, because it's for rural bus services, and that's it. Arsenal gonna win. All right. And we got Aidan Hughes from Shropshire. Well, I'm in Rushcliffe in East Midlands. Where is Shropshire above or below where I am? Because I don't know. I was good at geography. I just not sure where Shropshire is. But welcome in anyway. Art West Midlands. So you're next to West Midlands Safari Park, just outside of Birmingham, way in that direction. Yeah, because I took my mum to the Safari Park, and I'm going to go back to the Safari Park and do another couple of videos inside, because it was good. I liked it. Except next time I go to the safari, I'm not going to mention West Midlands Safari. I made that big mistake. Yep, I did. Big mistake. Because as soon as I mentioned West Midlands Safari, it came up with the S at the bottom of the... I was like, oh, you're joking, huh? You gotta be joking. But yeah. So now you've seen... Yeah. Now what you've seen for your own two eyes is this. A problem trying to be solved. yeah, by creating a meme coin for that problem, because that's all a meme coin is. It's a support coin. That's it. And why should people lose a bus service and have two two services which could miss? You got to remember, sometimes you're stuck in traffic, sometimes your vehicle's broke down. And in those cases, people are left. And that's not good. So that's where I was coming from when I created the coin. Plus I wanted to do something for the community, you know. I mean, as you all will know, right? Well, some of you will know that, like, outside is a Ford Mondeo car. She's old. She's old as the hills. She's silver. And she's mine. But she failed her MOT. So with this this new launch, if that gives enough money, then transport, that is sorted. That'll go to a new home outside. And it's just going to be a car to get around and travel up to Newcastle, take in the game. Exciting times, man. Proper exciting times. And I did tell you, 2025, this is the year. And I've got to pay Netlify, I've got to pay Superbase, Lovable, and then the apps which were created March, April, they are back. Speak to the lads and lasses who are doing the code and say, this has to be professional. That way, by doing that, means I can sign off. And that's the goal. Sign off, say thank you to the job centre, and then go back to the job centre and say, there's a list. Please fill the list. Do you get cliffs? No. No, we don't. There's parts of Derbyshire, yes, parts. But it's like really high up in Derbyshire. But yeah. So what I'm looking at now is pumping liquidity into Mr. G and leave that in Mr. G until 2030. So it's long term. Yeah. So yes, that was a bit of a surprise for you this morning. And sometimes I'm going to be like doing some kind of work. I'm going to show you something. And then take some painkillers. So let's show you this. Let's minimize that. Where are you? No, minimize that one. Right. Hold on. I'm going to put that there a second. While I find it. Oh yeah. Where did I put it? Right. No, that's not the one. That is not the one. It's not that one. Right. So let me show you. Let me show you. It's easier. Right. So where's my mouse gone? Where's my mouse gone? Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. There it is. Now look, you notice what I've done, yeah? You notice what I've done. So I'm gonna come out, yeah? So that's the image, right? I've done work there, the people's bus there, and look, Newcastle United colours right at the back of the bus, yeah? I thought it was a nice touch because there's a lot of football fans who travel by bus to St James's Park. So that was why I said that. Corvo, right, Corvo. There's it's the design of that green eco electric bus is this. It's for the people's bus. Yeah. Now the people's bus is because somebody in authority very high up in the council decided they were going to cut bus services. Rural, get me words right. Rural bus services. You know, like for the outer villages. So that's what I've done. I've done one this morning. It's got liquidity, and the liquidity stays until 2030. Yeah, and the other one, which is the Mr. G, that's going to have the same thing, pumping money into it, and then the apps, they get sorted, the apps come out, etc. So, say what the that doesn't make sense. But yes, it's now done. The picture is being sent to a few different places. And like I say, with that, it's to pay for buses, drivers in the area. Because there's a shortage of people who want to become a bus driver. So I hope that has like resonated, because like I say, at the end of the day, if Donald Trump can do World Liberty Finance and Trump Coin, I can do the same. So yeah, now you've seen it, you've seen the post, you've seen that it is live on the exchange, and when it gets higher in price, then we'll have transport to get it out and about and around, as well as putting towards the hire of vehicles to start with, and then or possibly acquiring some of the vehicles with the coins. That's the important bit. Keeps like the villages with a service, because those in the county council they haven't got a clue. You know, I mean, most of them drive to the meetings in a car anyway. You know. Oh. So you want to create your own bus company? If you can't beat them, Corvo, that's my point. If you can't beat them, and look at it this way, right? 1 billion coins. Okay? 1 billion. If you take that at a penny each, that's 100 million. Yeah? And now it's live. The hope is it grows, because it's serving a purpose. It's not just some of these here, right? What I'm about to tell you. Some of these I know where they are. They're far, quite far away. Bingham, Aslockton, Aslockton. The Cropwells, there's two of them, yeah. Langer and Alston. That's just on there. That's the bus timetable. Yeah, so it's just on there. And what's happening is they cutting services, reducing, which is no good. Yeah. So that's why I did it. And with Mr. J Coin, pump money into that and leave that money till 2030. What you're going to look at as well is this. Everything starts down here. Everything. Yeah? Every single thing. The more money that gets pumped into it, the more it'll grow. And that'll mean to say to the county council, look, you're going to cut. Well, there's this vehicle here. Oh, right. Thoughts on the Toon match? Well, I watched a fellow channels who said we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net if it had been played over 2 to 3 hours. So we've got Worcester made and possibly Wissa or Larson coming. I'd prefer Larson is younger, because if you go for the younger version instead of Wissa, then at the end of the day, when the African Nations Cup kicks off, he isn't going away for 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, there was a few players who did, underperformed, but like I said in Through Black and White Eyes live last night, and through Loaded Mag as well, we didn't lose the game. Yeah, we played crap, but we didn't lose the game. Well, that's what some Adam's saying that, Matty's saying that, Rob is also saying about Isaac staying. If he does, then Gordon Bennett, he's got to come out and do a monster like interview, Sky Sports or something like that. And we got a United fan. So I take it you're the other United. Hmm? But yeah, let's hope that Wolves player comes up and joins in the fun. I've got a friend. I think I've got what, maybe 4 or 5 friends who are Manchester United fans. Some are women, some are blokes. Do you know what I mean? And yesterday, you only just scraped it. How much has it raised so far? Not a clue. But it's got liquidity in there. And that liquidity will stay in there until 2030. Glory supporters. Yeah. But like I say, I mean, I've got a thing coming up October, a 2-day business course coming up, and wow, lots of questions for them. Really, lots and lots of questions. Plus, get to find out how much they're going to put into the fund. And then get that lovely thing onto the journal to see it. Signing off. Thank you. 2030 is too long to wait to get buses back. Maybe you can donate from money you've earned. No, that's all gone. No, well, you see, the thing is with the one I've just done this morning, that has a huge chunk sitting there. That's not going to be touched. Yes, it is Corvo. Yeah, it's NBV Solutions. But yeah, so the one thing I'm really looking forward to that's coming up is going to court. And I'll do a video when I come out from the court. And that's really important, that one is. It's something to do with Department of Works and Pensions. They make mistakes too. But there's 23 saved designs, and then 64 of those other designs, they're Newcastle United players. to be converted. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So that's coming up. Um, See, like I said to them at Universal Credit the other day, I'm doing all these things, and I'm not doing them for my fun and enjoyment. What I'm doing them for is because I see opportunity and I'll grasp it, like doing what I've done today. That is taking an opportunity, grasping it, creating something that can be used for the benefit of a bigger community. So the coin pays for the buses that will be used in the beginning and drivers. More drivers, then you haven't got an hour service, you've got a half-hour service. You've got two running in unison in both directions. And like I was saying to me marketing person, transport manager, don't know how much they get paid. I just know one transport manager who taught me a load of stuff when I was flipping over from doing the buses to the wagons. No, I'm not. Jeremy's here. S- Sorry, Paul, I'm a bit out of the loop. What is the PIP appeal? It's basically personal independence payment. It's to help you do what you try to do each day. And they have like messed up. What would my new role be? Boss. Dead simple. Boss. And then transport manager underneath me because he's got the qualifications or she has the qualifications to do the job. What happens if you lose the court hearing? Well, a lot of people don't think that. I'm one of them. Yeah, there's the amount of people who get knocked back is staggering. Truly, it's staggering. And the one thing I want to be able to show them is with their own two eyes in the surroundings to turn around and say, "May I show you one thing and one thing only?" They say the one thing and they go, "Wow, okay." Physical, physical. Well, I don't know what the appeal is the final recourse available to. What does that mean, Corvo? What does that mean? Not sure. Well, no, I've got somebody in a good position to do the talking for us. Do I play video games? Yeah, man. Of course I do. there will be a channel, probably the back end of September, probably gaming. Daisy, Starfield, Star Citizen, Escape from Tarkov, that sort of thing. Or football. Basically, it basically means if you lose the appeal, it isn't happening full stop. Okay, all right, yeah, got you. Well, like I say, the the medical people I've spoken to have said you're too old. So, but yes, savings, that would be very, very good to have savings. Yeah, would be. There is a good thing though, and it's this. The apps I have go live again. The apps bring in people. The people put money into the ecosystem. Then there's a job there, right there. The apps are seeking you and Geordie Nation. Little dash in between the words. One is a .org, the other is a .co.uk. You won't find them on the App Store because you've got to go through a process to get them onto the App Store. And I haven't gone through that process yet. So there is links on Facebook, and some of those have actual pages. Geordie Nation is an actual page on Facebook, and I didn't create one for Seeking You. Just I never got around to it. There's only so many hours in a day. How do you get the apps? If you look on my videos where I'm talking about Seeking You, Geordie Nation, it's in the description. There's a link, takes you straight to it. So yeah. Now, I've shared that with you, so you now know that that is live and available. Now, I'm going to try hard. Excuse me. I'm going to try hard and come back 7 p.m. And there's a few little tweaks to do for the NFT versions because they're coming as well. There's two different types of NFTs. There's the bus NFT, which you can see in the last post I did. And there is also the NFT of Newcastle United players. That all I do with the Newcastle United players, I digitalize them. So from a picture, you get digitalized, and then you get the markup paint, kind of like cowboys and Indians. Do you know what I mean? With like stripes across the face, just to break the picture quality up. So that's to come. And those will be priced at £10 worth of Ethereum each. Just remember your £10 and then your fee. There's always a fee. So when you go to acquire one of those pictures, just remember it's £10 plus your transaction. The finished NFTs, yes, I will hold the rights because I'm digitalizing it and I'm changing the image completely. So, yes. And get these new players, get them done because they're not in the first team squad. Man City to beat Brighton today. It's possible. It is possible. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Silly, silly, silly. There you go. Douche. Some people, man, really. So, wishing you all a fantastic Sunday. What's your view on Trump's tariffs? I'm not American. I'm a Geordie. Doesn't affect me, the tariffs. So, I can't say what about it because I'm not American, unfortunately. I'm a Geordie. Newcastle upon Tyne. Yeah, they do affect all countries. Yeah, they do. Um, I think the one for the UK is 10%. I think. I'm not 100% certain though. Other countries. Yeah, YouTube is American. You are very, very spot on. Um, you will probably lose 20% of your earnings if they. Okay, right. I have currently almost 2,700. No, 2,380 plus videos covering start to now. There is no if they pass. Robert is just speak. Oh, right, got you. Okay. Well, he's got an opinion, you know? That's what life's about, having an opinion. I think there is a taxi for £1, a tax for £1 per video. Who knows? Who knows? I do know this much. You know, the content here, right here, you won't get that content anywhere else. Here we have memberships, and as you've just seen today, something brand new has arrived. Yeah. Another thing before that arrived was my own coin for this channel. So, yeah, we live in a changing world where you either adapt to that changing world or you sink. Now, thank all of you wonderful and beautiful people here. you're all amazing. So I'll try and be back 7 p.m. tonight. Try. And you all have a awesome day. Super chats are available here. Memberships are available here. Meet and greets will be happening here. 9 yards. So thanks for coming in, and see you all on the next. And check my other videos out. Give them that, and thank you.